I think, again, understanding Aboriginal people today is looking at first settlement. The settlers didn't see any fences, no buildings, no construction, so they automatically thought that the people here were inferior. There was a lot of negativity around Captain Cook, but in his early writings, he did write that the Aboriginal people were the most amazing people he'd met, and they were very healthy and they lived in harmony with the land. Unfortunately, with governments, at that time, one of the first policies was destruction. Children were taken away, Aboriginal people were taken off areas where they traditionally lived, where they had a spiritual connection, put on reserves and missions that can tamper with a person's spirit. We are spiritual people. We have that spiritual connection with the land and the environment. If there's issues around country, that can cause people to become ill if a sacred site's been damaged because of the obligation we have to country. If there's housing problems, when there's a loss of culture, a breakdown of family, then we have issues like alcoholism and drug addiction. And that can trigger off another whole lot of issues. At the moment, the government's policy around closing the gap, and we're finding that the gap isn't being closed because there's all these other issues that contribute to health. The work I do and work we do at Calvary and understanding Aboriginal people's attitude towards hospitals. We know that in the past, when mums went to hospitals to have babies, a lot of their children were taken. They're parts of the hospital that white people went to and black people went to. So a lot of our people have had bad experiences at hospitals. Even today, the work I did in Central Australia, where people who were sent to Adelaide to go to a hospital, there's quite a negative feeling about that, because usually by that time they got sent away, they were usually quite ill, and sometimes people would pass away. And so it's created almost a negative attitude towards hospitals, because if you go to hospitals, you may not come back. Some of the distrust and issues that we have in the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community are important to note. And I think today where we're moving ahead is acknowledging what's happened in the past, and then in turn putting things in place of healing to deal with those issues and problems. And I believe that we are moving in the right direction, but there's still a lot of work that needs to happen in that area.